Look, y'all see Jennifer. She just be happy. She just be happy. And Jennifer got a good spirit, man. Jennifer be happy.
I told you, all I got's very limited summer clothes.
Well, at least you got on some clothes. That's all. That's all I care
Let me
about.
throw this tissue away. All I got is clothes that I bought at Walmart and.
Smell like pepperoni pizza in here.
I got a pizza in here.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I smell
From
pizza.
2 days ago.
Oh, it's from 2 days ago?
Well, I made fish last night.
What kind of fish?
It's called barramundi, or I call it barracuda.
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 Barracuda's a real fish.
I know, but this is called barramundi.
You can't eat no barracuda. You can't. Can you eat a barracuda?
Tuna steaks. We eat that.
What's up with you? Look at Jennifer gaining weight.
Man, I want to say I'm proud of myself because I ain't done no fucking. Excuse me, I want to say I'm proud of myself because I ain't done any fentanyl, but I did do a little bit of blow, and that's about it.
Well, you got to
I'm looking
take
for
it one step at a time.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I remember when I first started out, it was opium. That's what I used to do. Like nowadays, all you can find is the hard or the soft or the boy. You can't never find like stackers. You can't find hallucinogens. You can't find opium. You can't find any
Well,
of
the
the good
fentanyl
stuff.
is the opium.
Fentanyl
I don't know
is
what a
too
stacker
strong.
is.
No, opium is red rock opium that you can smoke.
Oh, I don't know nothing
Yeah,
about that shit.
it's just like weed or ketamine, like getting in a K-hole. I haven't seen that in forever. I've done it here and there.
So you saying all the old drugs are becoming extinct?
Yeah.
And fentanyl and crack and
Yeah.
soft is taking over.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, soft and crack been around forever.
Well, because those get you hooked more, and they make more money.
So
off
the
of
opiate, what you call it, the opiate, red
the
rock.
red rock opium.
They're not addictive.
It is, but not like the strong potent stuff, like the regular opiates. You know what I mean?
Is it still an opiate?
Yeah. It's
saying-
opium, which
So-
is under an opiate. It's like weed.
But if you get addicted to it, you don't get it. Do you still get the same opiate sick?
You don't really smoke it like that. You smoke it here and there.
Can you get sick off of it if you don't got it?
No. Honestly, I don't believe you can get sick off other, but I think you
Oh
can.
shit! You always crying. Somebody you sick.
I know. If you're on it long enough, yes. But for the most part, if you just do it for like 6 months or a year.
That's a long ass time. They said you get addicted to that shit in 5 days.
Yeah, probably.
5 days.
It depends on if you believe.
They say when you go to the doctor and they give you prescription medication and got them painkillers, they say, hey, don't take this over 5 days because it can cause an addiction.
You know, I kind of believe that now, but I think it's more of your body goes into shock. It's from not having it. Just like when you're used to eating all the time, and then you go on Naked and Afraid, and you don't eat for a month. When you first get there, your body goes into shock.
Right.
Like you're so hungry. Oh my God, I need food. I need this. I
Right.
need that. Your body goes into shock. It starts.
Right.
You start puking. You start feeling lightheaded, dizzy. But after a couple days,
Your body adjusts.
you level out, and you're just. I'm so skinny and I'm starved. And then when you do finally eat, you can't eat nothing.
You can't eat nothing but
Right.
two
Yeah.
beans.
And opiates is the same way. Your body goes into shock from not having it. I don't think it's really withdrawal. But I'm going to tell you right now, what is today?
I don't like putting days on my channel because you never know when I'm going to post
right,
this video.
Right. Well, I don't know what today is, but I know it's the end of the year. And
At the end of the year. It's
well,
September. It's September 2nd.
It's not September.
It's September 2nd.
Anyway, listen. The thing is, I went to jail in Ohio like 3 months ago or something like that. But the thing about it is
Hold on.
that's how long.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I since I've been out and I've been clean, I still don't feel better. You know what I mean?
You don't?
But there's a lot of other stuff going on in my life. Yeah, I feel better, but not better. I'm going to tell you this weird story, and you're not going to believe it. But when I was in Ohio last time, not this past time, but the time before that when I did the year for the trafficking,
Right.
I swear to God, I got squashed.
Hold on, I got to take this phone call.
And then when I went
Hold on, I
there,
got to take this phone
Okay.
call. Hold on. Okay, now we're back.
I don't like
But-
this bra. It makes me feel like Madonna.
Why?
I was wondering how Cone got
Yeah, you can't even do it.
This is one of my bras.
Let me stop this. Let me stop this.
Sorry.
I ain't sure about that part.
Yeah, I had a
You
lot.
might have to come up here because you too far back.
Yeah, I
ain't
tried
getting
to turn the light on. I had a lot to say, but man, okay. So here's what I think happened. Here's because I used to not use drugs. Right. I had this silly freaking dream about I was stuck in the Olympic Games, and when I went to try to go, because everybody there was booby traps before you got to the castle. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got stuck in the booby traps, and I had to go get them out. And when I went to go get them out of the booby traps, there was this. You ever heard of the Sandman? Okay, well, the Sandman puts you to sleep, right? Have you ever heard of Planet Dune, where all that spice is and it looks like sand? Well, when I went to go in the castle, just like on the Wizard of Oz, when she's going towards the castle and she falls asleep, that's what happened. I fell asleep, and I've been asleep for eternities on this sand. So when I woke up, they used to say you could die if you don't have it, like alcohol and fentanyl, but this is sand. It's called spice. I used to think spice was weed, but what it is they put the spice on the weed and in the fentanyl, and it makes you fall asleep. It's a heavy downer. It'll just put you out. That's why they call it Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Oh, I remember that.
And I remember being in the first American Bandstand and everything. Like, I'm so old, it's not even funny. Well, while I was old and sleeping and dying, they was taking my face and doing all kinds of weird stuff.
Hold on. And you said, what happened?
Yeah, so that's how I got hooked on opiates. And then somebody prayed that history repeat itself. So for the rest of the eternities, every time I would go to the castle and get hooked on sand, I'd sleep for 20,000 years, like in Sleeping Beauty and Snow White when she was asleep. So I'd wake back up when history would start repeating itself, and then I wouldn't be in the castle. But then, every time I went to Ohio, which I know it was Egypt, because I went there, and right across, when I was looking out the jail window, there was an Aztec castle, there was an Egyptian castle, and then there was a Roman Catholic castle, which was a church. And then the new sun was a Egyptian castle, and then the thing across the street from me, which was a post office, that was the Aztec castle, and then right beside me was all kinds of red brick, which was opium, red rock. Okay, so the whole jail is the dungeon of the castle, and every time I go there, I get stuck in it, because that must be one of the booby traps on the way to the castle. But the last time I went to jail, I got Brittany out. And I remember Brittany was on the same planet as my grandma was, with the red brick and the real dark green trees. So that was a different castle. But every time you go into jail, there's so many drugs in the food. Like, that's why you don't realize how long you're there. You think you only got 1 week or 2 weeks, and you're really there for eternities. That's why I haven't met any of it, because all the people I've known since high school, I haven't seen, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's because I'm a drug addict. But I think something weird's going on, dude. And it seems like the soberer I get, the more crazier I get. I'm like, sometimes I feel like I need to self-medicate, because the stuff that the pharmaceutical companies give you, or the doctor, or the mental health guy, those are experimental meds that they're testing on people, because they don't have a cure.
So is the street meds.
Oh, I can tell you right now, cocaine and heroin and marijuana, those are all natural. You know those are.
Not the cocaine that's floating around here. The cocaine floating around here got fentanyl in it.
I thought that too, but it also burned a hole in the back of your nose.
Yeah.
Now, you ever seen that guy where his face comes off? He's got a big hole in his face. You never seen that? Yeah, and then he puts his face back on. It's like a prosthetic face. That's from snorting too much coke.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it ate the whole inside of his fucking face out. Dude. Excuse me, but it's not funny. But I think that's what happened to me. And because my nose is weird, dude. It doesn't work.
That day was over there with KD. You said you had a nose job.
Oh, well, I had a lot of plastic surgery back in the day when I was. I was going to tell you, yeah. No, somebody crushed me. Okay, the whole sun, it was a whole planet full of molten gold. They used me as a trap. They put me on the boat in the middle of the Bering Sea because they know the sun follows me. So they put me there, and then the sun fell on me and crushed me, and everybody was in the boat, and everybody that was in the boat was animal creatures mixed with human. They were trying to kill them, and I was trying to save them. But they crushed all of us just to get that gold out of the sky. And it happened when I went there too, because I went to the reservoir. The last time I went to jail in Ohio, I saw the gold fall right out of the sky into the ocean, and that's what cooled it. and that's where they get all the gold from. Different planets, just like they have a planet full of uranium, they have a planet full of helium. Remember Pluto, not Pluto, but Uranus was like blue and it had helium. And then they had planets full of cobalt, and then they had planets full of diamonds, remember? Well, it's the same way with drugs. They have whole planets full of drugs, and whole planets full of gold, and they have to go get them. That's why they were trying to get into space. Well, I was one of the first people to get into space, but there was a bunch of magic back then, and they would turn people into animals. So you don't know if they were animal mixed humans, or if they were just animal mixed human when they had a kid, or somebody stole their face, or somebody turned them into an animal by using monkey bones. Because your soul still survives. Everybody has eternal life. But they were all hooked on drugs after they got stuck in the traps for the castles. And that's why the world is so full of addiction now, and it wasn't back then. You remember the recession, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back then, people lived in the country. They didn't know what drugs were. If they were lucky, somebody would bring them a Laden mix and some alcohol. That's it. And that's if the guy came to town, and every case sold. You know what I'm saying? So then they started prohibition because they're putting Dilaudid in Red Rock opium, because Dilaudid's pink. They were putting strong amounts of opium in the alcohol. So that's what caused prohibition. They said, no more, blah, blah, blah. But everybody wanted it. So they formed America, which was a closed off place where everybody else in the world worked and stayed free from drugs. And once you were exposed to drugs, and once you were hooked and you were addicted, you went straight to America, and they controlled your intake of drugs. Because if you don't have them, you go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You go berserk. Once you touch it, you're screwed. You have to have it for life. And I feel like that's true, but I'm trying to make that not true. I keep thinking if I just rebuild my body back and I get my energy back, I'll feel better. But then I got these cigarettes making me sick. So that makes me have low energy, lack of oxygen. I feel sluggish. Now I want to do cocaine. You see what I mean? If you do opiates,
because the cocaine,
you got to do the cocaine.
The cocaine pick you up.
Right, and then if you do the cocaine, you got to do the opiate
to come down,
or the alcohol to come down.
Or you can just be normal like most of the people.
But what is normal? I mean, nobody's ever seen normal.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but
I've seen normal. I've tried to work a job.
Yeah, but it costs a lot of money to try to balance that shit out. You talking about opiates to bring you down, and cocaine to lift you back up, and all this shit. And it does
cost a lot of money.
It just be normal. Get on them motherfucking weights right there. Get on that right there. Exercise. Go on and eat you some fruit. Go on and eat you some fruit. Walk the neighborhood, and I promise you, and within 7 days, you'll feel your energy level come, and your metabolism speeding up, and you'll feel you get that look, your desire feeling.
I'm almost there, but sometimes it feels like my whole arm's gonna fall off if I try to lift them.
Well, don't lift them. Just find another exercise to do and walk and eat healthy, and you'll get that energy level that you're looking for.
Yeah, I know, because I used to run on
You drink a lot of orange juice.
But I think they were still doping me out.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. You might be right. They might not have been.
It's like people got addiction. They gotta incorporate drugs in every fantasy, every thought, everything. Like you were just saying. You said they got a planet full of diamonds. Let me talk. They got a planet full of diamonds. They got a planet full of gold. They got a planet full of this material. They got a planet. Then you say, hey, they got a planet full of fentanyl. They got a planet full of cocaine. Bro, drug addicts got to pick the drugs in every fantasy in the world. Why you didn't say they got a planet full of all this other good stuff?
Oh, I got castles. I'm waiting on them now. I'm building it right around me.
But you ain't got to pick. They don't need no planet. Yeah, the planet full. The planet full of fentanyl and cocaine and all that. You living on it. It's right here on Earth. We don't need no more planets full of it. We got enough right here.
Well, it comes out.
There's enough fentanyl on this planet to kill every human being on this planet.
I bet.
Hell yeah.
That's what the powder puff girls were. They would take planets full of powdery. Because you know how when you first step on the moon, it's all powder?
I don't know. I ain't never been before. You ever been?
Yeah. I've been to the dark side of the moon. There's a beach over there. That's why it looks like a crescent moon. Because on this side is the city of Greensboro and a beach.
On the moon?
Yeah, in my castle.
It's a Greensboro?
You never notice how the whole circle over here is darked out, and then all you can see is the white powder moon, crescent moon over here? Because I put a Greensboro on every planet. It's like a space station. So if you go to a planet, you don't get lost in the jungle, get eaten by dinosaurs. You know where is safe, and you go right to the space station.
Oh, okay.
And but they knocked down the castles and turned them into apartments.
Oh, okay.
But you come here. Let me show you.
I ain't going
I gotta
nowhere.
show you.
I ain't going.
Because right underneath the stairs,
I ain't
you
going no
can see
goddamn
where they
where.
knocked the castle down. You don't want to see it?
Yeah, on my way to my goddamn car.
Okay.
But we about done with this video anyway.
Well, here's the thing. I'm rebuilding the castles with the androids.
Oh, okay.
Because sleeves don't work, and I don't use sleeves. They did. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But I had androids, and that's what happened. They turned the androids against me, and then when I realized that, that's how I got myself out of the castle in the booby traps in that big long sleep, and that's why I'm not on fentanyl now.
Oh.
And people think I'm crazy, but I swear to God, in my life, I believe every bit of it.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to get out of here. God bless you, man. This is a pretty good video. I ain't got no anxiety problems when I walk out of here. Sometimes I leave out of here, my anxiety be gone. It'll be up out the roof.
Really?
But yeah, I feel you did pretty good today. God bless you. Call me if you need me.
My butt is. I'm just playing.
That's my thumbnail. Turn my thumbnail.
It's big.
You gotta look back over here. God bless you. I'm going.